Can you guys see that green hue all the way across the green? How good is that starting to look? I'll show you guys a close-up a little bit later in the video, but today we are overseeding the bare patches on the ryegrass because of all the wash we've got over time. I've actually got myself basically some garden mulch to top dress with, just to hold a bit of moisture in there and stop the wash, because it's going to hold the seed a little bit more than the sand will, and that will break down over time and not impact our levels as well. So got some mulch there which I'm going to throw out, overseed, show you guys the green, possibly roll the green, not 100% sure yet. I might, we'll see how things are going, but let's get into it. Loving it. So we've got Airdrop spreader here today again, so we're going to put some seed down at a really light rate. It's only going to be like, I'd say 1.5 kilos per 100 square meters, and on the bare patches I will just go over them a few times. Probably then level it in with the lawn level, which we've got just here. Good old lawn level, and that's going to be it for today, and then start watering. Anyway, let's put the seed in, and remember this is my custom blend. I'm going to put that out today. So these are the bare spots we're aiming for today. Spots like this, where there's still quite a bit of seed missing. Spots like this, we'll put a light bit of seed in, and then that's where we had that fertilizer burn as well, so we'll put some in there. And apart from that, honestly, it really is pretty filled in. So this here's the organic mulch that I got from the guys at Bentgrass in town. Just going to help hold a little bit more nutrients in there. On top of that, just while we've got the seed coming up, and the moisture as well, and stop some wash on top of that. So it does have a little bit of sticks and stuff in it. I'll be raking that off or pushing it off with the lawn level today. But apart from that, it's pretty clean. They did put it through some processes to get rid of the bacteria and stuff in there, so we don't get any fungus or anything like that. Might be some weed seeds in there, we will find out, but we can deal with it. We've already got weeds in there, we're going to keep dealing with the weeds anyway, so I really just want to get something down that's going to hold it in there nicely and get it to germinate properly. Sand is just a little bit hard on a slopey area to stop stuff washing, even with your sprinklers. So that's why we're using this today. Right, so I've got Eiley here helping me today. So today all we're going to do is, we get a shovel ready, you get a shovel full, like this. Good job, yep, oh, I'm going to get there. And all you got to do is spread it on the ground really lightly, okay? Like this. Ready? Stand back. I'll show you. Yeah. You stand over there. Keep going. Keep going. Lightly, like that. See? You do that. Good job. That's all we're going to do. Yeah. Just so it covers up the seed and helps keep some moisture in there. Let's level it out now with the lawn level. I'm stuffed up doing that. Thanks. So glad I got some help from the wifey and Isla. We'll spread it out before everything else dries out. You can see the green still just a little bit wet, which is good. So we'll rip around this quickly. This will just help push it down into the canopy and make sure there's not any big clumps anywhere as well. That is all done. Sorry, I'm so sweaty. It's getting in my eyes. Whoa! That was a lot more fuller than I thought it was going to be. Man, getting all that stick and stone and big clumpy stuff off the top. It's just, whew, it was full on. Anyway, need to put those heat mats around the sprinklers, and then need to get some water on here. There we go, that's all done for today. Really glad I got that done. Top dressed it, leveled it, seeded it, everything like that, because this thing is going to come up $1 million now. Now you can see throughout the day that's still getting greener and greener. Green itself, so that bentgrass is really starting to grow. So I probably will put a liquid fert application in tomorrow, we'll see how we go. But I'll at least come and show you guys the difference from what it is like now till tomorrow at around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. Man, it is growing. It is so exciting, and it's even as. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow morning. I had to spray some products, but can you guys see how green it is down there? Woo! I'll show you in a minute. Let's talk about what we're putting out today and why we're putting it out. So we're putting out a liquid fert mix today. Now the reason I'm using some different products today is because this is a sand-based green, and I want to trial some stuff, because I might potentially bring some stuff to the website in the future. But a couple of different products here. We've got my survival product here, which I currently already use quite a bit in my mix. This one is a liquid kelp, which is going to help strengthen our root system and encourage some growth down there as well, which we really want to help make this nice and wear tolerant. Now next we've got some Stimphos. So this is a biostimulant. It's going to help stimulate root growth as well. So we're really trying to push the roots, as you guys can see. Next we've got Reinforce, which is actually a silica product, which is going to help strengthen the actual turf itself against wear and tear. So it's going to be really nice to get this used to wear and tear, which would be great to get it ready for mowing as well, because we're doing lots of mowing on this green once the time comes. Now we've also got this MP Promote. So this is basically got a lot of soil, beneficial soil microbes and that in there as well, just to boost some of that, which as always, that's going to help with disease pressure, help us get some more organics in that soil. Like it's going to help, those microbes will help the plant feed on what's in the soil currently as well, or the sand. It's not really soil. No, it is. And then lastly is this one here, which I'm actually kind of keen to try out, which is the MP Foundation. So this is going to help with turf response to fertilizers. So it's going to help with the uptake of granular fertilizers, which is going to be really important in this sand. So we're going to put these all together in a mix today, and then make sure we water it into the plant as well, so it gets down to the roots, but only a light water, because as you can imagine, the roots on the bent are going to be absolutely tiny at the moment. Look how green that is, man. I'll get some close-ups in a minute once we've sprayed this out. But you can see where the sun hits first in the morning, where all the dew sort of disappeared just here, and it's a bit dewy further down. So anyway, let's put this out, water it in, show you guys close up. Just excited, man. This stuff is growing like crazy. So really happy with how it's progressing so far. Today's technically day 8, so we sowed like 27 days ago last night, so it's only really been 7 and a bit days, which is awesome, man. This is progressing like quicker than I thought it would, to be honest. It's looking really good. So we need to get a roller in here to get rid of all those little craters that you see out all over the place. So I'm probably gonna get a water roller or something, or I use the Toro. The only reason I'm sort of not wanting to use the Toro is because I don't want to turn on the grass, and there's nowhere to go off the edge of the green because of this black plastic here. So I think we can get a water roller or something, just so I can go forwards and backwards, you know, like that. It's probably going to be the best way to go about it. But man, how good is this looking? The grass is getting quite long as well. Like I'd say it's probably around, it's getting close to about 10 mil in a lot of places, and it is even as, like there's such even coverage, which I am stoked about. Well, that's probably going to be it for today. These little heat mats too are working really, really well around the sprinklers, not causing any wash at all, which is ideal, so we can get some nice grass coming up in there now. Now, over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of Fert applications going on, especially on the sandy area, because as you can imagine, it's not going to hold nutrients as well, and we're trying to get a lot more nutrients back into there, especially our phosphorus and our potassium, and even our nitrogen as well, because it's going to leach through a lot quicker, because we're just doing that regular watering, and because it is sand as well. But it's kicking along nicely. I think we're going to do a granular Fert next week. Probably get the mow on this. It could be the end of next week, we'll see. Really going to see. On the ryegrass, just going to keep up the liquid first, just my lawn tips mix, and probably going to put a really, really light dose of plant growth regulator on the ryegrass as well. Probably only about 2 to 3 mil per 100 square meters. Just to help it tiller, slow it down ever so slightly, just so that new grass seed that I put down under that top dress has a chance to come up and actually compete and not get smothered out as well. Heaps going on, loving it. Really, really loving it. And a lot of guys have been asking too about fairway builds and tee builds, so I'm going to do irrigation more towards winter once this is basically established, just so I can focus on the green for now. I'm going to, irrigation, and then I'll probably start spraying everything out. Probably actually start spraying stuff out this month on the fairways anyway, prepped, and then we'll probably put down the turf on the fairways during springtime. And for the tee boxes, I actually haven't decided what grass types are going to go on the tee boxes yet, so we'll see how we go. It's probably going to be something like cooch, and something that's going to be quick repairing, because it's a par 3, so there's going to be divots galore on all the areas, and it's with wedges too, so going to be lots. But yeah, I need to get back on the kike and show you guys how the kike is going. I've sort of neglected it a bit because we've been so busy down here, but it's still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good. It actually needs some barricade or some spartan. It just needs a pre-emergent probably next week, to be honest. So if you guys are looking at getting pre-emergent applications out, get onto it now. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you're enjoying this series. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it as well. And I'll see you guys very soon.